Money, 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 I want some.
I want some money.
Money, 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 counting money is fun.
Got to have some money.
Money, 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 I want some.
Give me some money.
Money, 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 counting money is fun.
Give me some money.
Congratulations, you've made it. You're one of the lucky few that have been carefully selected to beta test this new revolutionary cutting-edge Perfect Profit software. A once-only opportunity, this video will only be aired to the first 200 visitors that land on this page. Once the 200 mark is reached, doors will be shut. Any chance of you making life-changing profits like this, and this, and even this, will be gone forever. It's important you understand this is not like all the other sales videos you've seen. As a matter of fact, I've nothing to sell, no credit cards needed. You can put your wallets away. You actually don't really need much to make staggering daily incomes like this. Consistent, life-changing monthly earnings like this. Hi, my name's John Silver, and in the next 4 minutes and 22 seconds, I'm going to hand you the opportunity of a lifetime to pull in profits like this. Profits that will buy you your dream home, your dream car, your 5-star out-of-this-world dream vacation. Profits that will have your account looking like this. Profits that will crush sleepless nights worrying about bills, worrying about the future, living on social security, claiming benefits from the government, always being short of cash or living on a fixed income. Instant profits that will fix things around the house. Take care of hospital bills. Just think, life-altering profits that can clear your debts and pay off your mortgage. Being comfortable and having so much money that you never have to worry about money again is what you're after, right? Just take a moment and imagine what it would mean to you if your account balance looked more like this. What's the first thing you would do with your newfound wealth? Life-altering money that would automatically raise your status and shift you to the 5% where you belong. This is 100% possible with the exact same thing I used to go from a loser to just shy of $7 million in 1 year. Now do I have your attention?
So when I was first selected to become a beta tester, I was excited but a little bit apprehensive. See, I'd used a lot of other systems before and I'd made some money, but most of the times I ended up losing a lot of money. Well, John assured me this was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. There are no upfront costs, so I really had nothing to lose, so why not? On my first day of using Perfect Profit software, I made a profit of $6,435.10, if you want to be exact about it. I told my wife that night. Well, of course, she didn't believe me. But now, I'm making consistent daily profits. So John, I couldn't thank you enough. And I'm looking forward to our conference call this evening.
Great, because if you're lucky enough, then you might still be able to get your hands on something that's new and revolutionary. You see, I've gone to great extent to make sure that only the right people get to see this opportunity. So if you're watching this, well, that's because you're the right person and that I wanted you to watch it. It means you belong to the 5%, the perfect person to grab this life-changing opportunity with both hands. So pay close attention. I'll explain in a moment how you might be able to start making huge daily incomes today. I promise you this is nothing like you have ever seen or heard before. I've been where you are. I've experienced what you've experienced, and I was able to find a way out. This has nothing to do with MLM, internet marketing, forex trading, or gambling. Those things are going to burn a hole so big in your pocket you'll only wish you saw perfect profits much sooner. Believe me, I know. Now, there's a well-kept secret that's been hidden from you, which I'm going to unveil today. It's going to upset a lot of the so-called gurus out there, but frankly, I don't care. It's time I lift the lid and reveal what's really going on behind the scenes in our industry. A lot of guys out there are hell-bent on scamming hard-working honest folks like you out of as much money as they can. Scumbags who don't have a problem swiftly emptying accounts, whilst peddling their phony systems in this new Wild West industry. who generally have no remote idea of standard professional behaviour. Let me guess, you've probably been burned yourself, right? Let's see, first you receive a spam email with an invitation to check a new offer out. You visit the page, get sold an impossible dream with all the promises under the sun. You download an impersonal system, a trading bot or some kind of push-button software. You begin using it. Surprise! It doesn't work. And there goes your money down the drain. Your new software doesn't do as advertised. Perhaps you were promised some kind of auto-binary trading system, one that gives rapid daily trades guaranteed with a 100% win rate. Now you're confused and wondering if it's you that's doing something wrong here, or whether it's the system. To rub salt into the wound, customer support is crap or doesn't exist. Questions are not being answered. Emails are not being replied to. You're left in the dark. And even though you were disappointed and angry, you tried another system by yet another so-called guru, and the same thing happens again. It always looks good on paper, doesn't it? Until you have to go live. Then you have to stay glued to your computer for hours and hours, or just don't really have the time to make the trades. So you're going round in circles, and it feels like you're banging your head against a brick wall. You want to scream out, does anyone actually really make money online? I mean, it's not like you're asking for too much. All you want to do is make an easy, consistent income without having to risk your life savings, and to have a profit-making system that can actually fit into your busy life schedule, even if you work all hours of the day. So why is it so hard to make money online? Why do so many phony systems fail? And it's not your fault, by the way. Why do they never live up to the hype? As I said before, there's a secret that's being kept from you. I'm going to reveal why most systems fail, and I will even show you what to look out for so you never lose money again. I've been where you are, and I know the pain of continually being scammed, over and over again. I know how it feels to be the little guy, the guy that everyone tramples on, seeing so much wealth created around me and not having a clue on how to get a piece of the pie. Not anymore. By the way, I'm not going to try and convince you and fill your head with a list of what makes me so different to everyone else. But instead, I'll let you see for yourself exactly how you will earn life-changing money every single day, every single week, every single month of your new life, until you are so filthy rich you won't even believe it yourself. You won't even know how to spend all that money. The best part is that money will continue to grow. I was once a loser, struggling to make ends meet, always worrying about bills, never having enough money to do anything, barely surviving on my tiny paycheck, sometimes not even having enough money to eat, living on tin food, beans and rice for weeks on end. It was that bad even my neighbour, who I really didn't speak to much, one day knocked on my door and offered me and my wife and my children a loaf of bread and some leftover meat from the night before. So believe me, I know. It's time you now make enough money to buy your dream home, drive your own car, provide for your family and leave a legacy. You don't want to be part of the rat race you're trapped in forever.
You know, I just can't believe how much money Perfect Profit Software is making me at the moment. In the last 7 days or so, I've been averaging between $3,000 and $5,000 every day. And I'm a retired pensioner. And I've never seen money come into my account like that before. Thank you again.
Okay, let me lift the lid on the real reason why you're not making any money online right now. Unlike the Perfect Profit system that my beta testers are profiting with right now, most systems come with a dormant, malfunctioned algorithm. What I mean by this is all the fake gurus peddling you their phony systems are commissioning software programmers and developers to always ensure that that feature that connects the software to the market is always dormant. In other words, malfunctioning. This means that the markets can never be exploited accurately. End result, inaccurate signals. The same reason why you keep losing trades instead of winning them. These fake gurus then package these bogus systems as the latest and greatest thing since sliced bread. Why would they go through all this hassle to create fake systems that actually send inaccurate signals? Well, think about it. If these systems are programmed to lose you money and send you losing trades, then surely you're going to try another system, right? And you're going to keep trying other systems until maybe you find one that works. And every time you try another system and you're losing money, the fake gurus are then profiting from your losses. As shady as this all sounds, it's actually very true. Your loss is their gain. All the money you lose by inaccurate signals is pumped into their greedy pockets. They are going to hate me for revealing this, but it's about time their dishonest, shady tactics are brought to light and exposed. I am not afraid of the consequences. If I get hate mail or threats, then so be it, as long as you don't lose another penny. As you let the images of making real money like $3,768 or $7,564, even $10,966 a day marinate in your mind, just think how life-changing daily profits like these can be to you and your family. Let's just take a look at what makes Perfect Profits software so different to the other garbage. First of all, there isn't a system out there that wins every trade. Mere impossible, mathematically unproven. The scammers wish to have you think different. Perfect Profits will not give you a 100% win rate. But if you would be happy with an average of 8 out of 10 wins, then this is perfect for you. If you're not bothered about shiny buttons on the software, fancy logos on the members page with exciting-looking gimmicks, but instead you're after something that actually works consistently and is reliable, then this is perfect for you. The only other flaw that you may find with Perfect Profits software is if you're from one of these 4 countries: Mongolia, Afghanistan, Burundi, Guinea. Then I'm sorry, chances are the software will not work for you. Our team of engineers are working around the clock to fix this. Let's look at the bogus system and compare it to Perfect Profits and see how they both perform. Okay, I'm going to let this software that I've downloaded by one of these fake gurus connect to my broker. Okay, so it's now 11 a.m., 3rd of October 2015. Account balance is at $1,200. So I'm back. Today is 4th of October 2015. Time is 12:15 p.m. And my account balance, $300. OMG, I've just lost $900. This system does not work. Now, I'm going to let the Perfect Profit system connect to my broker account. Current time is 1:15 p.m. Today's date is the 5th of October 2015. Current balance is $1,000. 24 hours later, time is 12:30 p.m. and the date is the 6th of October. Current balance is $7,800.04. Wow, can you believe that I've just made a perfect profit of $6,800? And that's the difference. You see, it's never been your fault. All the countless systems you've tried. It's all been a sneaky ploy to make you believe that their systems are tapping into a new marvelous strange way of making money, when in reality these systems are bogus and designed by fake gurus that want to keep all the money to themselves.
Simon here, and guys, I wanted to first of all say I'm celebrating my first 100K week, and it's absolutely been unbelievable. I mean, I know I have never made this kind of money before, and I can't think of anything else that can make this kind of money at this kind of speed. The software, it's easy to use, and it's perfect for newbies and also for more experienced traders. Myself, I wouldn't say I was experienced, but just very keen, and I followed the instructions to the letter, and I did what I was told. I always wanted to have my own business and travel the world, and now I have the opportunity. It's Perfect Profits, and it's made everything possible, and I just wanted to say thanks again.
Simon has been my top earner consecutively for the last 6 weeks, and as you saw, my system has drastically transformed his life, giving him complete financial freedom, and this could be you too. Right here, right now, earning insane profits like this. You see, 2 years ago, I was in the same spot as you are right now. Broke, unhappy, desperate, frustrated, looking for a way out of the mind-numbing rat race that I was born into. I was so angry, ashamed, I wanted to die. I remember one bleak November night on a notorious housing estate in the worst area of Slough. It was grim, ill-lit, and, well, scary as hell. And I was trying the best way I knew to make money by delivering pizzas for Domino's in my beaten-up Skoda, wearing my naff blue uniform. It was the last delivery of the night, and I was almost done. This pizza, a medium tandoori, was for one of my regulars. Marco was an arrogant, skinny miner who I knew was dealing drugs from his squalid second-floor flat. He opened the door and stood there in his dirty white tracksuit with his chest puffed out. The smell of dope smacked me so hard in the face I nearly got stoned from the backdraft. In the background, his posse was sniggering at a 40-year-old man delivering pizzas in a scruffy blue uniform and silly matching baseball cap. I pasted on a smile because the happy pizza boy would get better tips. But inside I was crying and ashamed. "Here you go, pal," Marco said as he pressed the grubby £1 coin into my hand as he took the pizza before slamming the door in my face. I swore I heard laughter as I walked away. It was then that something snapped inside of me. What the f*** was I doing, desperate for a £1 tip from a no-good punk like Marco? I didn't feel like a man. I felt like a complete loser. A pushover. I was overweight, totally broke and in debt. And I was on a measly £5.89 an hour and working every hour I could grab. I'd look at my wife, Claire, to whom I'd promised a good life, and knew I'd let her down. I'd look at my 2 young children who deserved the best opportunities in life, and I would feel like a failure. And I'd look at myself, 3 stone overweight, broke, living in one room with my wife and 2 kids, drinking a bottle of pink Pepto-Bismol each night and having to sleep upright to stop acid reflux. Then and there, I knew something had to change. I finally woke up on that November night and I took a decision to man up and start to make a dramatic improvement to my income. And, by a miracle, I found a way out of poverty into the big money. I went from zero to over $100,000 a week trading binary options with almost no work whatsoever. You see, before figuring out how to make over $100,000 a week, I too bought into all the rubbish that was being peddled by all these scammers. Until one day, by sheer chance, I delivered a pizza to a young Lithuanian genius. His father was a hedge fund investor with an impressive investment portfolio. His family was well off, so money was never an issue for him. It just so turned out that he was in binary, making tons of money. It was at his doorstep one night I managed to catch a glimpse at his computer screen. Standing in front of me, his impressive, beautiful, modern 8-bedroom detached house with a garden the size of a small football field. I was able to catch a quick glimpse of something to do with Forex trading. I couldn't really work out what I saw, so I just came out with it and asked him, "Do you trade?" He says yes. I've been doing Forex for a while, but now I'm trading binary options. I prefer binary as it's less risk, much faster with huge profits. I couldn't believe it. What a coincidence, I thought to myself. I continued to probe as he really got my attention. Before you know it, we got into some kind of debate, standing at his doorstep. Looking back now, he must have thought I was a nutcase. A 40-year-old overweight pizza boy working for minimum wage, entering a full-blown debate about binary on his doorstep. He was singing the praises of binary, and I was doing the opposite. Well, frankly, I was broke at the time and had lost so much money trying to trade. Emotionally distressed and completely hating binary altogether, I was on the verge of giving up and accepting my fate. It was Andreas who finally unveiled the reason why I wasn't making money. I was convinced I was the problem. He told me the dud software programs were the problem. He said, use your brain and learn how to make money. I didn't believe him at first, but he did show evidence of the dishonesty that was taking place in the industry. For a guy that didn't really care about money that much, he was making at least $1,000 a day at that time. His win rate was phenomenal. He was very clever and understood the markets very well. He was the only guy I knew that was actually making money with binary at the time. Everyone else, including me, was just falling victim to all the scams. He was very wary in showing me what he knew. As you can imagine, I persisted. 3 months had passed. I was on the brink of financial disaster. He eventually gave in and reluctantly helped me. My first 6 months with Andreas was learning about the markets, how to spot winning trades, timing, risk assessment. Although all I wanted to do was make the same money he was making, I knew there was an apprentice period I would have to endure. I guess this was a step in the right direction, being around someone that was actually successful, making at least $1,000 a day. Then it was one evening I followed a particular set of instructions Andreas gave me. I did exactly what he told me to do, and I made $643.01 in a matter of hours. I was like, OMG! I continued with what he had showed me, and soon before you knew it, I was making $3,000 to $4,000 a day, consistently. Andreas realized at this point he had to make me his business partner. By the end of that year, together we were making over $20,000 a day. It was insane. 40-year-old pizza boy. I went from broke, overweight, no hope, to a consistent daily profits. Unbelievable. The money was great, but the only disadvantage was the hours glued to the computer. Every day I had to sacrifice. What can I say? $10,000 a day profits in my pocket. I could deal with the long hours. Thank God I was just able to move my wife and children into a 6-bedroom, semi-detached, stunning house on the outskirts of where we once lived. It felt good taking them out of the struggle. My life had completely changed. I was finally out of poverty for good. Then the financial crisis hit. The world was in recession. Jobs were being cut. Companies were folding. The methods Andreas and me were using were no longer working. We tried everything. Boom, just like that. Within days, we went from over $10,000 a day profits to nothing. Andreas decided he wanted to move on to new ventures. I agreed, but deep down, I knew binary wasn't dead. I knew recession wasn't a lifetime problem. As I predicted, the economy picked up again, and I knew it was the perfect time to make my comeback and take things to a complete new level. Within weeks, I was back to over $10,000 a day. I knew what I was doing. It was second nature to me. Then something really strange happened. You wouldn't believe it. Andreas's father one day approached me and said he had a great suggestion. He was a very smart man who had built a huge investment portfolio, in the millions. He suggested that Andreas and me should look into setting up our own trading company. He said that there was a huge binary wave that was about to take place, and now was the perfect time to act. Brilliant! I couldn't believe it. What a genius idea, I thought to myself. I approached Andreas, spoke to him and mentioned his father's idea. I even told him his father was right. I mean, I was back in the money and already making over $10,000 a day. He was just not interested one bit. Wow, can you believe that? The young guy that taught me everything about trading couldn't see the incredible opportunity his father had brought to light. Days had passed and I went back to his father. I told him his son wasn't interested. Although I thought it was a great idea, I didn't have the startup capital. Sure, I had savings from the profits Andreas and me made, but heck, no. Was I willing to risk all that money into starting a business? What happened next was even more unexpected. His father offered to come up with the startup capital in return for 50% ownership, silent partner. His job was to provide the capital and monitor costs. My job was to build the product and sell it to the public. It was a deal made in heaven. I took my knowledge and experience with trading, hired a very expensive software engineer, and commissioned him to build us an accurate and advanced auto-trading program with perfect functioning algorithms in order to exploit market trends. Because the end goal was to sell to everyday people, I obsessively instructed the software engineers to ensure it was easy to use, a set-and-forget trading system. Now, this was no easy task. With $250,000 of Andreas's father's money invested, we eventually had our first prototype. I loaded it with $250, and for the first time I was using an automated trading tool. I made $350 back. Okay, I knew this prototype worked, but I wasn't quite satisfied. So I told my software engineer to recalibrate a few of the settings, make the software more powerful. A few days later he came back very excited. He told me he had recalibrated some of the settings to make the software even more powerful than before. I loaded it with another $250, and this time I made $1,350. The profit was better, which I felt good about. but I knew deep down we weren't quite ready. I knew there was a lot more steam in the engine. I told my software engineer to really crank it up. A few days passed. He comes back and says, try now. I loaded it with another $250, switched it on to the right settings. I left it. I went and made some coffee. I returned 15 minutes later and, oh my God, I kid you not, I was staring at $11,350. I couldn't believe it. $11,350, 21 cents to be exact. There and then I knew it was time to start going public with this. I spoke to Andreas, his father, and he cleverly suggested we schedule a 3-month beta test phase before we launch the software to the members of the public, so we can really perfect it and take it to another level. So this is where you come in. I need your help to make this system the #1 trading tool in 2016. My mastermind team have some genius ideas that they want to implement. Collectively, my beaters and myself are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day with this system. It's all very exciting. But we want more. So in order to keep collecting data and improving the Perfect Profits system, you've been carefully selected to join the other beaters. With Perfect Profits already being a huge success, I know we can triple, quadruple overall profits as we continue to make the software even better. That's why I'm opening up the doors for 50 lucky people to enter the last phase of beta testing. Here's how it works. If you're lucky enough to be selected as one of the beta testers, you'll get a 28-day free trial offer. You will get to test, run, use and profit from the software, free of charge. After 28 days, Perfect Profits will go live in the marketplace at a retail price of $1,997. You won't have to pay a penny for this, as you were one of the lucky few selected to be a beta tester. So, instead of being charged, we want to take 0.5% only from the profits you make every month. You won't physically see this money come out of your pocket. The software has already been calibrated for the 0.5% to be taken out automatically, creating a true win-win situation. I'm going to go the extra mile and do something special for you today. You can thank me later. I'm actually going to deposit money into your Perfect Profits account upon activation. Crazy, I know, but the truth is, Andreas' father thought it would be a great idea to incentivize you to take action. I thought about it and I agree. You're here right now because you're desperate to make more money. I'm here to hand you the opportunity, consistent daily, life-changing profits. I just truly know how powerful Perfect Profits software is. I know after your first 28 days how much your life would have changed. I mean, just think, all the daily profits you'll be making. You as a beta tester will help me and my team take Perfect Profits to the next level, starting right now and right here. Sometimes opportunities like this sound too good to be true, and I can completely relate to feeling like that. I can assure you, this is no scam or BS or a get-rich scheme to take all of your hard-earned money. In fact, it's a simple way to become rich quickly. You belong to the 5%, my friend. Today you have the opportunity of a lifetime to reach full financial freedom. Take a look at the money this system has made me the last 2 months. Really, start to visualize these profits coming in for you. Every day like clockwork, with almost no work involved. Your job is to switch on, sit back, and let Perfect Profits generate daily profits for you. I know you're not stupid, so you're probably wondering, will Perfect Profits really work for me? And do I really need this system?
Hey guys, before I started using the Perfect Profits software, I wasn't too sure whether it was going to work for me. I had a lot of questions. Was the system automatic? Was it manual? What was the overall winning percentage? Fast forward to now, my monthly income has turned into my weekly income. All I can say is download and activate the system now before you miss out. I'm glad I did. John, he has done a great deal of educating us about the industry, how to keep away from scams, how to trade with real systems. Well, you guys, Perfect Profits is a real system and it works. Make sure you hurry and secure a copy now so you can start making real money just like me. I mean, if I can do it as a single mom of 2, then anybody can.
Each and every time, Perfect Profits will generate daily profits like those you've seen. If you're lucky enough, and if the beta licenses have not been used, then you can grab a free copy of the Perfect Profit software right now. Unlike the usual scammy systems out there where fake gurus are exploiting people like you, making money from your losses, this one is the real deal. You no longer need to worry about those scumbags. I will make sure they don't come anywhere near my betas. Perfect Profits has brought in over $10 million for myself and my betas, and it will continue to bring in more and more each day. I mean, look, can you think of any other profession that will allow you to set and forget and come back to profits like these? You don't need any skills or any expertise to replicate exactly what I've done here. All you need to do is enter your name and email address into the form below, provided right now. As soon as that's done, you'll be issued with your beta license so you can start profiting from the same system that's made over $10 million for my betas and myself already. Andreas's father reminded me to make sure I keep the getting started process for you simple. Here, it's super simple. Just enter your name and email in the boxes below on this page and hit the button. You'll be then taken to a secure download area where you will meet with your copy of Perfect Profits. You too can be making daily profits like this, but only if you act now. Just imagine how much fun making your first $1 million will be, how much your life will change for the better. But you must act now if you want to become wealthy, if you like the idea of thousands of dollars hitting your accounts every day. I told you there are only 50 places up for grabs in our last phase of beta testing. After I have my 50 betas, the doors will be closed for good. You will lose your only chance of making perfect profits and becoming a millionaire. If the thought of losing this opportunity to make life-changing daily profits like what you have seen so far scares you, then I suggest you enter your details below right now and meet me in the secure private download area. See you on the inside. P.S. If you try to download after our supply of 50 copies is exhausted, your license will not be accepted and your chance to earn life-changing